the Conservatives are voting against.
Selkirk, Interlake, Eastman.
Mr. Speaker, yesterday the top secret Discord leaks from the United States said this Prime Minister has no intention of ever meeting our NATO commitment. It states many of our allies are frustrated and disappointed by Canada's response to the recent global crises like Haiti and Ukraine. The Prime Minister has once again embarrassed Canada on the world stage, and his empty promises have killed our reputation as a trusted ally. Why does this Prime Minister always waste billions of taxpayer dollars on his pet projects and lavish vacations, but refuses to invest in our military?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of National Defence.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let's be clear. The Conservatives actively decided to step back and cut our defence spending and contributions. Let's not forget that it was the Conservatives who set our defence capacity back years by cutting military spending by billions and badly mismanaging our major procurement projects. We have worked hard, Mr. Speaker, to reverse this damage by raising spending year over year and delivering key equipment that our armed forces need to do their work. We will keep going, making necessary smart investments into our forces, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Wellington, Halton Hills.
Mr. Speaker, the Washington Post reported the Prime Minister told NATO officials privately that Canada will never meet the military alliance's defence spending target. But that's not what the Prime Minister is telling Canadians publicly. He's saying that Canada is a reliable partner to NATO, a reliable partner around the world. How does the Prime Minister square his private comments to NATO officials with his public comments to Canadians?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Canadian Armed Forces play an essential role in defending Canadians and supporting global security. As a founding member of NATO, our commitment to the Euro-Atlantic and global security is ironclad, Mr. Speaker, and we continue to make landmark investments to equip our armed forces. Overall, Canada's defence policy increases our defence spending by over 70%. We also have announced over $8 billion in new spending in Budget 2022. We will continue to invest in our Canadian Armed Forces and deliver modern equipment to our military, which is renowned around the world for its excellence and professionalism, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member for Wellington, Halton Hills.
Mr. Speaker, when the object over Canadian airspace was shot down by an American F-22 on February 11th, the Defence Minister said at the time that the process was sound and that it was NORAD doing what it's supposed to do. But yesterday, the Washington Post reported the Pentagon's assessment was that Canada's military response was delayed by 1 hour, necessitating U.S. assistance. How does the Defence Minister square her public comments with the Pentagon's assessment?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As we have said, our government is making landmark investments to increase our ability to operate in and defend the Arctic, including announcing a robust $40 billion plan to modernize our continental defence, the most significant update to the Canadian NORAD capabilities in almost 4 decades, Mr. Speaker. We awarded a $122 million contract to strengthen the CFS alert,